Hi guys, welcome to Vlogmas day 2. It's going to be another sit down video. I'm wearing the same thing as my last video, which is my November wrap up. Yes, I am attempting to do Vlogmas, so one video every single day in the month of December leading up to Christmas, and then we'll see after Christmas what happens. But essentially, I want to have 25 videos the first 25 days of December. So let's get on that. The lighting's pretty bad. It's a very lazy day for me, so I just kind of threw on a sweatshirt and just sitting down to film some sit down videos. So today's video is just going to be my TBR for the Bookie trials, and that is going to be from December 2nd, which is today when this video comes up, until the 9th. Made a bullet journal spread. Still not the best. My bullet journal is definitely a lot of word art and really easy, very simple drawings because I can't draw to save my life, and that's okay. That's just not the way I'm artistic. We have our spread. And to quickly go over what the winter quest of the Bookie trials is like, it is only the 2nd through the 9th, and there are 11 different challenges, but the challenge for the Bookie trials overall is to read as few books as possible. So I have 2 books, possibly 3, and I'm gonna go through all the prompts. Managed to find 2 books that fit all the prompts except for the first one because I'm an introvert. So the first challenge is the Queen's Armada, and that is team up and buddy read a book. I know there's a lot of stuff happening on book Twitter. I don't actually use Twitter too often, or Discord, or anything like that. I have YouTube and Instagram and Facebook like once a year. So don't really use Twitter. So I didn't actually get a chance to find a team up partner like to buddy read. So I'm going to leave that option to you guys. If any of you want to buddy read a book, that would be really cool. If not, I will just be skipping this one because, again, an introvert who doesn't really use Twitter. I've picked out an option for this buddy read because I know both of my books are a little niche interest that I want to read for this. I did pick out, if anyone wants to read with me, Every Heart a Doorway by Seanan McGuire. I do have this as an audiobook. I think it'd be a fun buddy read. It is a very short book. It does hit several of these challenges, at least 3 that I'm looking at. Could be 4 or 5. So if you're looking for something to read during December and you want to read that with me, leave a comment down below. We'll figure it out and buddy read it with me. That would be great. I am daily vlogging, so we could potentially buddy read and then leave our comments in the comments of the video. I don't know. So that's the one I'm potentially skipping. If no one wants to buddy read with me, that's fine. We have that option, Every Heart a Doorway by Seanan McGuire, and then the 2 books that I have picked out for the rest of the prompts are also options. I just don't know how much interest is going to be in these 2 books because they definitely appeal to less people than Every Heart a Doorway, I feel like, at least on BookTube. So moving on to the second challenge is going to be Orc Eves and read a book with the LGBTQIAP+ character. I'm going with The Luminous Dead by Caitlin Starling. I do not know much about this book. I do know that it follows a queer main character. I don't exactly know what she hits. I believe she's a lesbian, but I haven't read this, so I'm not too sure. I know there is a potential romance between her and another character who is also a woman, from what I'm guessing off the plot synopsis, but I could be wrong. But I definitely know there's at least that. This is a horror book about a woman named Geyer, and she signs up for an expedition underground. She really needs some money. She is going on this expedition. She thinks that there's a whole entire crew that's going to keep her safe, kind of navigate through this expedition until she figures out that her crew is actually one person, and that is M. And M seems a little bit psychotic, according to the desk jacket. So she sees nothing wrong with controlling Geyer's body with drugs or withholding critical information to ensure the smooth operation of her expedition. So this is definitely going to be a mind game. I'm scared of underground. Like, terrain horror is horror that gets me the most. If it's horror set in space, underwater, or underground, chances are I'm gonna be terrified. So there's that going on. And then there's also the psychological elements of M and Geyer's kind of cat and mouse sort of game. M is literally controlling Geyer's life. She's directing her through the underground, and also Geyer starts to kind of realize the expedition is not what she originally thought it was. I'm very excited to read this. This is actually one of the books that I have to read for my Goodreads challenge to read the top horror picks of the year. This was included in the top 20, so I've been really looking forward to this one. I was planning on reading it before now, but once I saw how nicely it fit into so many of these prompts, I had to pick it up. So that's what I'm going to be reading for challenge number 2. Challenge number 3 is Beacon of Hope, and that is light a candle or make a warm drink to accompany you. I'm a candle fiend, so I mean, I've got a candle going right now. I'll definitely be lighting a candle and or making a warm drink at least during one reading experience. So that's one prompt. And then challenge number 4 is Serpentine Alliance, and that is read a book a booktuber recommended. And for that one, Luminous Dead counts towards that because Riley Marie actually read this for Spookathon. I believe it was Spookathon, and she absolutely loved it. So I'm excited. We definitely have the same sort of tastes when it comes to our horror reading. So I know she gave this 5 stars. Fingers crossed this is a 5 stars for me as well. The next prompt is Rural Haven, and that is read a book from your favorite genre or read a book from an author you've given 5 stars to. And that I'm going to be picking up The Secret Commonwealth by Philip Pullman. Philip Pullman has written the His Dark Materials series, and that is my favorite series of all time. They're all 5-star books for me. So even though the first book in this trilogy was not 5 stars, I'm hoping this one is, because this one actually follows Lyra, who is the protagonist of the first series. I can't give too much about this because it's the second book in a series, kind of playing off a first series. So essentially the 5th book in this sort of world. So I can't give too much about it, but I have very high hopes for this one. I've been like purposefully keeping it towards like the end of the year because I want to kind of end my year with the best books possible. And I've already predicted I'm gonna give this a 5 stars. So fingers crossed that that also is gonna work out for me. My camera died and it's getting real dark, and it is only 3:43. Love the winter. Where were we? That's right, Eastern Escape. So that is read a book from a marginalized author, and for that one I am reading The Luminous Dead. Caitlin Starling is a queer author and therefore fits that standard of being a marginalized author. Number 7 is Gravesend, and that is read a book with themes of death. For this one, it could really be either of the books that I picked. The Luminous Dead has dead literally in the title, so I'm assuming that it'll have themes of death. And then The Secret Commonwealth, I can't say too much about it, but the first trilogy did have to deal with death and the afterlife and dying, and at least one character has died in every single book thus far. So I'm guessing that this one could also be applicable to that. We'll see. The next prompt is number 8, Glacial Pass, and that is read a book with white on the cover or snow themes. These both have a very marginal white on the cover. Again, if anyone wants to read the Every Heart a Doorway with me, that also has white on the cover. So I don't think any of them have snow themes, but we are riding along by the skin of our teeth with both of the marginal white in these already, just to fit the prompt. So moving on to the next one. Number 9 is Desolate Ruins, and that is read an already owned book. I do own The Secret Commonwealth, so that's pretty easy. Number 10 is Demonic Residue, and that is read a book with 1 or more magical beasts. And that's going to be The Secret Commonwealth again, because I'm assuming, based on all of the talks, this book actually deals with the demons that are being talked about here. Every single person in this series has a demon animal companion that is half of your soul. Part of the reason why I loved the original series as a child, because who doesn't want an animal familiar to be by your side always? So that is going to deal with this one, and I actually do believe that the plot of this does kind of focus on demon lore and why some worlds have these demons and other worlds, like our world, do not. Looking forward to those themes in this book. And then the last prompt, which is number 11, The Dark Shard. That is read a book with a morally gray or villainous main character. So for that one, I'm going with The Luminous Dead. Like I said earlier, it is about these 2 women. Geyer lied her way onto the expedition. She's technically not qualified for the expedition at all. She just needs the money. So that's kind of morally gray, one would say, depending on whether you think that's a good thing to do or not. And then M is definitely manipulating her, so she seems to be the antagonist in the story. We'll see what her intentions are, but that is that for this one. And that's gonna be my TBR for the Bookie Trials Winter Quest, going from today, December 2nd to the 9th. That's gonna be the end of this video. Stay tuned for vlog number 1 coming tomorrow. If you liked this video, be sure to leave a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you want more content. I am filming a video every single day from the 1st through the 25th of December, and thanks for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!